Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be discussing Waterfall Model, which is the first model of software development lifecycle. Before we begin, I would suggest that if you have not watched my software development lifecycle video, then please do watch it. Because to understand these concepts of Waterfall Model, you need to understand different phases of software development lifecycle. I have already provided link of software development lifecycle video in the description. Now let's come to waterfall model. This waterfall model is also called as basic model or linear model or traditional model. This is the first model of software development lifecycle. This waterfall model consists of different phases like requirement analysis phase, feasibility study phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, deployment phase, and then last one is maintenance phase. In requirement analysis phase, the BA or business analyst will be getting the requirement from the customer and the requirement will be gathered and finalized. Once this requirement analysis is done, it will be going for the feasibility study phase. In this feasibility study phase, we will be doing the feasibility check. So in feasibility study phase, we will be discussing about whether the customer requirement is feasible or not from the technical perspective, from the resource perspective, and from the financial perspective. So what we'll be doing here is coming to the technical perspective, whether whatever the customer is asked for, like suppose they are asking that I need my application needs to be done in this tool, in this programming language, or in this platform, whether that can be done with this technical stuff or not. The second one is whatever customer is bidding for with that budget, whether the project can be implemented or not. The third one is resource feasibility. In that, suppose in my project I have total 10 resources. With that 10 resources, whether that project can be doable or not. So that we'll be discussing in feasibility study phase. Once this feasibility study phase is done, we'll be going for the design phase, where we'll be preparing high level design document and low level design document. In high level design document, the architecture and senior developers, they will be preparing a project level architecture diagram. And coming to the low level design document, in that low level design document, the developers, they will be designing how the module can be structured, what are all the logical errors will be there, what are all the control flow they are going to implement in that project. So everything will be there in detailed manner for each and every module. So that will be done in the design phase, and then the actual development work will start, where the developer will start developing the application. Once this coding phase will be done, it will come for the testing team, which will be in the testing phase. So the testing team will test the application, and if there is any defect is there, they will be raising the defect, get them fixed and retested. And once the application is bug free and it is working as expected, then after giving a QA sign up, it will be going for the deployment phase, where the build or the project will be deployed into the production server. And after deployment phase, it will be going to the maintenance phase, which is the last phase of the waterfall model, where if there is any bug, end users will find, or if customer will ask for any change request, any change in the requirement, then that can be taken care in the maintenance phase. So these are the different phases of waterfall model. Now let's understand when we'll go for waterfall model, or for which type of application we can go for waterfall model. So where requirements are not changing frequently, if requirement is changing frequently, then we'll not go for the waterfall model. If customer is clear about the requirement, then we'll be going for the waterfall model. Another point is, for short-term project, we'll be going for the waterfall model. Where project is not complicated and big, then we'll be going for the waterfall model. If my environment is stable, then only we'll be going for the waterfall model. And the another point is, if technology and tools are not dynamic, then we can go for the waterfall model. But if I am using different technology and if I am using different tools, then we cannot go for the waterfall model. Now let's discuss about what are the advantages and disadvantages of waterfall model. So here the first advantage is waterfall model is a basic model. It is also simple and easy. It is applicable for small projects. Now let's discuss about disadvantages of waterfall model. The first disadvantage is client's feedback cannot be included with the ongoing development phase. Let's say my client is keep on asking the change in the requirement, so that cannot be accommodated in the waterfall model. If client is looking for any changes in the requirement, then that can be done in the last phase of the waterfall model, which is your maintenance phase. In that phase only it can be done. Till that time it cannot be done, because in waterfall model we cannot backtrack. We cannot go back from one phase to previous phase. Only forward direction only possible. So client's feedback cannot be included with ongoing development phase. Because of this, it's a high risk, because if we are taking care of the feedback in middle of the phases, then that can be a low cost. But here what we are doing is we have entirely developed the application and it is already developed in the production, and in the last page we are asking the I need these changes or whatever it is. So that is why we have to work on again. We have to start from scratch. That's why it is a high risk. Here no parallel activity is possible. We cannot do the development and parallelly we cannot go for the testing activity. Once entire application can be developed, then only we can go for the testing of the application. It's not like that developer has completed development of 3 models and they are giving to the testing team, and then let tester test those 3 models, and parallelly development also can be done for other models. No, that cannot be done. Once entire application can be developed, then only testing will be start for the entire application. Till that time testing team has to wait. So parallel activity is not possible. That is the biggest disadvantages of waterfall model. So this is all about waterfall model. Thank you.